All right. But Aiden Ross, we played a clip where he's like, "Yeah, it's flat for sure." And again, he might be just totally trolling, but the fact that he's willing to throw it out there and doesn't give a fuck about it, losing followers or sponsorships and stuff, I can respect that. I respect the hell out of that.
What's he doing now?
Well, Aiden Ross he's talked about flat Earth in 2 clips that I've recently come across. Are you familiar with Vivek Ramaswamy?
Can't say.
The guy who's running for president?
Yeah, he ran for president.
Which
he's
country?
actually from
Which country?
Hey, that's funny, actually. That's funny.
I never heard of the name. Maybe I'm... Yeah.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, you ran for the president of the United States. Well, I mean, I get it. Like, Vivek Ramaswamy? Like, what are we doing here?
What kind of name is that?
Yeah. Oh, man.
I thought you were pulling my pants, man. What the hell?
No, that's his real name. Well, this is the clip. It's 20 seconds. Aiden Ross asks Vivek, "Do you think the Earth is flat?" Vivek is like, "No, bro. Pictures from space." And Aiden's like, yeah, you're probably right. So, but Vivek actually is from my hometown and ran for president. He seems like a decent guy. Let's take a listen here.
Good about that, as good as we've had in modern history, and I hope he continues that for the next couple of years.
Definitely. Do you think the Earth is flat?
No.
Okay. I don't think so either. By the way,
don't. I think what I think is most compelling proof.
What?
Photographs of Earth taken from outer space.
But those are not.
He's like, but those are not. And I think Myron cut the clip there, but shout out to Aiden, bro. That's a bold move. I'm sure you guys have faced this or some sort of negative repercussions from speaking out about flat Earth, and the fact that these guys with such a large following, they're willing to just throw it out there. I respect that a lot. You got those clips, Neil? Because I had some clips a while back where Tate and his brother were joking around with Luke, their cousin, and they're like, "Earth is flat," and Luke's like, "No, like it's round." And like, "Are you a globetard?" Globetard. That's where that sound. We have like a soundboard, and there's a clip of Tate going globetard on there. It's so fucking funny. But to anyone that's not like for Charlie, for example, and there's also Taco that's joined as well. Welcome, Taco.
Hey.
How are you, sir? Is this your first time here, or you've been here before?
No, I've been here a few times. I have a friend that wants to do a formal debate with a flat earther. Do any of you think you're capable of defending the flat Earth position?
I can.
Who's that?
That's not a flat earther. That's not a flat earther, bro.
I know, but I still like to debate Glovers.
Well, that'd be great. I actually would love to hear if you have a good understanding of the topic. Actually, that's a good way to learn what the flat Earth position is by trying to argue it, because then you'll.
No, I'm saying I have a friend who wants to do a formal debate and wants me to schedule a formal debate with a flat earther, and so I'm trying to find a flat earther for that.
Yeah, we can definitely help you with that for sure.
I reached out to Nathan Thompson, but he said he was scared, so I don't know.
Yeah, right. We don't, Nathan. No one's worried about Nathan Thompson, to be honest.
Who?
Exactly. We're not too concerned with that one.
Oakley, I mean the English guy.
Oakley or Thompson? You said
Oakley. I said Thompson, but I meant Oakley.
You said Oakley was scared?
Yep.
That's cat, bro.
Okay.
Against who?
Big Tech.
Who?
Big Tech.
Yeah, he's a guy on Kick with like 8,000 subs.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Do you have his channel name? Maybe you can post.
Kick.com/Big Tech.
So where did Nathan say no?
Kick.com, yes.
Where did Nathan say no?
DMs.
Was he like asking for money, or like what's the problem?
I don't know. He just seems scared.
I highly doubt that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you can go over to Flat Earth Debate server and ask him there. Usually is on there. Bro,
Daz, you're hot micing.
Sorry.
Shit, just get QE in here.
Bro, it's gonna end within a minute.
Shut the fuck up.
What the hell up?
Shut your dumbass mouth. You need to clean the earwax at your fucking ears.
What's the format? Like any
Formal debate.
in any particular setup, like with the
I was doing
topics
30-minute cross exams. I was doing introduction, 30-minute cross exams, audience questions, and then conclusions. But I think I'm going to change that to introductions and then 4 7-minute cross exams, basically just going back and forth into like a 30-minute open discussion, and then conclusions, and then audience questions for a little bit better conversation.
Okay.
Those debates are boring. Because all it does is give a Glober the chance to yap and not have anything addressed. But if they want to smoke like that, we can certainly serve it up. That's not a problem.
Okay, so who's going to do the debate?
Bro, we need like... I mean, we gotta get the logistics and stuff ready. I'm sure anyone could do it. It's just there's a couple people I can think of I wouldn't mind throwing in there. I think Jedi would be good for that, or India would be good. QE, maybe not QE, but for certain reasons. But either way, we can definitely set that up. There's no problem.
Okay, yeah, just have him reach out to me in DMs. I don't expect to hear back, but it'd be nice if I could, because he wants to debate a flat earther.
Shots fired. That's cool though. I like the little smoke pumpkin.
But what's this guy's like background? Like he usually debates people on different topics. That's
He's
it.
a master.
Yeah, flat Earth, religion, all that.
Okay.
Okay.
He just wants to debate, basically. He's not interested in the
Yeah,
truth.
but he wants to. Flat Earth is one of his favorite topics.
Oh. How come I haven't heard about him when it comes to flat
Because
Earth?
he's on Kick.
Only Kick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why don't you get QE?
Nah, it's gonna last. QE.
But you guys love to present him to debate people in this room.
Well, how do you know?
You guys love
he comes by himself, does his thing. Nobody's inviting him.
Like, hey, can you?
No, what are you talking about? But he gets other mods here to like mute people that he's debating with for, doesn't he?
I mean, the guys put him.
Doesn't he also always get like his friends to mute his opponents so they can call him like glue sniffing?
Yeah, that's QE. Like I said, it's not gonna last.
So why do you guys allow it?
Tech. Where's your QE at? Oh, you don't have one? Yeah, I would be jealous too.
Yeah, everybody loves QE, man.
Dude, even the Glovers love QE, bro. Come on, dude. Stop the cap, bro. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Present him, have him do this debate.
If you have two of them, I could get Grace and Hawk as well.
Yeah, no, we got.
Wittit's also a good one.
No.
If you could actually get in touch with them, I've emailed everybody. Nobody responds. They're all terrified.
Maybe they don't know who the fuck you are, bro. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe people's time is valuable. And like, let me have a 4-hour debate. Like, sorry, dude.
I mean, if your position was true, defending your position would be valuable.
It is valuable. That's why we do it every day here.
Exactly.
So yeah, we don't do debates just debate in this VC. That's not what we're doing here. That's not a shtick. But some people love to do that when they come here.
Yeah, we cook in here. We cook.
There's some people out there that loves debating. You can probably find some from the Flat Earth side or something. Have you checked the Flat Earth debates ever? You can check over there.
I would not ever enter that cesspool.
I mean, you got plenty of Flat Earthers there as well.
Yeah, but they're all special.
Oh, well, who isn't special nowadays?
Aw, it's so cute.
Sounds like you're scared, bro. Sounds like you're scared of going in.
Ooh. Get him, Dad. Get him.
Man, this is like the biggest Discord server I've ever seen.
You're damn right. Wait,
she got instant muted.
Wait, who muted?
What happened?
I mean, W
who had a beef with her before?
I love the misogyny, bro. Just someone woman started talking and they immediately muted
somebody
her.
doesn't like her. What happened?
That's funny, bro. W.
What have you done, Pumpkin? What's your history?
That's some great misogyny right there.
She just said this is the biggest. Hold on. Continue, Pumpkin. What else you want to say?
Oh,
I wasn't the one who did that though, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, no clue. I don't know why my.
Well, obviously someone doesn't like you, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, I run a Koran alone flat Earth server.
You run what? I didn't hear.
I run a Koran alone flat Earth server. I've been around the flat Earth servers.
A Koran? What does a Koran?
Koran.
Oh, Koran. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Okay, a Koran flat Earth server. Even Islamic one. Why Quranic?
No, well, I do mean Islamic, but not Islamic. Okay, so I don't believe in the Hadith, which are
okay. You split those. Okay, yeah, cool.
Bless you.
Have you been in the what's it called? There's another flat Earth server with the. Well, it's not Quran specifically, like in your case, but it's Muslims there. What's the name?
No, Sunnis hate us. There's no point in hanging out with them.
How come?
Because we don't follow the Hadith. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think some of them follow the Hadith as well. They're from the flatter side on that server. They use the Quran verses to back up, some of the things from biblical side, I guess. We talk about religion. Well, yeah. Anywho. So, how big is your server?
Oh my.
It's got about 650 people.
And they all, how do you say, Quranics?
They're not all Quranists, but majority definitely. We really started our server because, about half of all Quran alone Muslims are flat earthers, and no matter where you went online, the non-flat earthers, the Globers, would just shut down the flat earthers. Server.
They would shut down the actual server?
No, they would kick out the flat earthers.
Oh, you mean like that? Okay, yeah.
Haters.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
So we need to make our own server.
How long you been into the Quran there, madam?
I think it's been 6 years now. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Texas.
So how the hell did that happen?
I went looking for the right book, actually. So it took me a couple years to find the right book. I still don't know any Muslims in real life.
Oh, wow. All right, Andrew Tate?
Oh, no. People who follow him, I call tater tots.
Were you in a different religion before you stepped into the Quran?
Well, I grew up Christian, and then I left Christianity around age 19. No, thankfully not. No, I grew up a very little-known denomination called Primitive Baptist. They're like 4
Primitive Baptist? Calvinist?
Yeah, they're basically Calvinists, almost. They don't like to admit it, but that's true. But then eventually, my siblings started turning away from Christianity, and they were like, "Oh, did you know that the flood never happened?" Which, of course, it did happen, but I just believed them, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't even know what's going on." And so I became agnostic, and I just asked what reality is, And over the next couple years, God showed me what reality is, and He revealed to me that there is no reality without God. It's just impossible. There has to be witnessed. Every moment has to be sustained unto eternity. There's no existing without God. So I became monotheist without any scripture. And eventually it occurred to me that if God had guided me to the truth, He must have guided others to the truth. Therefore, He must have left a guidance throughout time to guide all of the people whom He chose to guide. Right. So I started looking for the book, and I read the Bible, or I didn't read the whole thing, but I realized that was not, there were problems with it. And so I kept looking, and I didn't read the Quran right away because it has such a bad name. The stigma is so bad. And so it took a couple years of just like finding scriptures, reading all the scriptures I could across the world, like fine, until one day my husband was like, "Hey, you do know I have a Quran that like we have a Quran in the house, right?" I was like, "What?" And I read it, and like chapter 2, verse 2, this is a book about which there is no doubt, a book for those conscious of God. And like I found it, so that was how I ended up with it without any Muslims near me.
People questions, and then if they didn't answer, then he would turn them down as his proof that he wanted them to answer.
Guy's like a master gaslighter.
Yeah, he's super triggered, dude.
So you can tell he gave up. That means he just turns you down. Rather than scared.
Charlie.
Someone's triggered.
What's up, my man?
You got any proof for the globe?
Nothing you would accept, my friend.
So you don't have proof of the globe?
If that's how you like to interpret what I said, sure.
Well, yeah, if you had proof, I'd accept it, but since I can't accept it, you don't have proof.
I don't believe that you have the capabilities to make that argument or that conclusion conclusively.
Why?
Remember, there's a lack of belief. That's all it takes. Just put a belief sticker on it. Just slap a belief sticker. That's all you got to do. It's atheist logic at its finest. It's orc. It's really the orc mythos from World of Warcraft. Or Warhammer. You just slap a belief sticker, like whatever you think. You just paint it red, and suddenly it flies faster. It does.
This guy is like a master gaslighter.
Yeah, he's super triggered, dude.
Holy shit, someone's triggered online. Oh no, what do? You just talk about it. Okay, yeah, talk about it.
Anyway, my response to that is, do you believe that there are people that can say that something isn't true when it actually is true?
I wouldn't base factual reality on belief.
That's an awesome observation. Can you answer my question, though?
That was
I didn't observe anything. Yeah. What are you talking about?
I'll rephrase. Are there people?
No, just go away.
Why whenever you ask them for proof of the globe, they'll do anything. They'll try so hard as long as they can avoid talking about measuring the surface, dude.
See,
as long as they can do that.
This is their level of science. When they try to determine cause and effect inside their own worldview, they can't even determine the cause of themselves. He would prove the globe, but he can't because you're the reason why. Inside his own worldview, he's an NPC. He's just waiting for player one, you, to do the right button combination, and then he'll be able to do something on his own. It's complete other programming, and it's some way to get inside that worldview. You really got to crack that window and be like, pop the hood. What is going on in here? What would cause someone's mind to be so fractured that they can't do something, and they know why that is?
Crit, look at this guy, Charlie. I remember this guy. Every time he gets muted, he deafens himself. And he does. I don't get why he even stays in the channel if he's going to do that.
Well, it's even funnier that he'll go listen on YouTube. It's hilarious.
No, you're joking, right? He doesn't actually do that.
I'm just serious. Yeah, he'll go listen on YouTube.
Why?
He says, if I get muted, I deafen. And he just go listen on YouTube anyway.
I don't get that.
Yeah, he thinks he's cloaked, and then one time he fucked up and he started commenting about stuff they were talking about while he was deafened. And he's like, oh, you got me. I was listening on YouTube.
Seems like a very sour individual.
Yeah, and guess what? And tomorrow, the exact same result. Nothing new under the sun. From day one, he heard about flat Earth, triggered, went into a spiral, and no change, nothing new. It doesn't. That's why the science and space news is so powerful. It says here's something that the globalists could think about, other than flat Earth. At least for one day, like each day, send them some science and space news. Can they make any comment on it at all? Respond at all? Well, no, they can't. Well, why not? Because it was sent by a flat earther. You're like, huh. What if you go read the news on your own? Well, they won't do that either. Well, why not? Because there's flat earthers on the internet. Huh. So you can't do anything because somebody's wrong on the internet, and you just can't get past that. And they're like, yeah. So what if flat earthers were just gone? Would that be okay? And they're like, yeah, that's the goal. The goal would be to get rid of all the flat earthers. And They love being here because flat earthers are peak entertainment value. And
that's
like,
a good point.
Which one is it? Is it you don't want them because it's dangerous, harmful misinformation? Or it's actually peak entertainment value. I love it. I want it. Give me more of it. More. Hyper, consumerism. They need all the entertainment. And you're like, well, sure, let's switch it up. Let's bring in some entertainment value in the globe side and see what happens. Do you still like it? Do you like entertainment value when it's framed as sort of like Starman, Captain of Tomorrow, Stargate, Star Future, Starship, Enterprise, Starman, and they're like, well, now they don't like it because it's not scientifically accurate. You're like, well, what would you like? Is there something you would like that's scientifically accurate? And they're like, well, no, they don't like that either. So your whole goal is to find people online that you think are dumb and just kind of laugh at them? And they're like, yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I do too. Welcome to Flat Earth. I look for the purposely overly triggered people who have no idea what they're talking about. They disagree completely. I disagree with Flat Earth. Oh, sure, what is it? What do you disagree with? They don't know. Dumb as shit. Imagine completely disagreeing with something and you can't even articulate what it is. What is it? No clue. It's entertainment. So you disagree with entertainment. No, you like it. You like the entertainment. Huh. But you want it blocked from the internet. Yeah. Which one, dude? Your worldview is so contradictory, so broken, so fractured, that the only thing you have left now is try to find people that you think are lesser than you and then punch down at them so you've got some idea that you're better than other people and you want them to know it. You're getting laughed at. That's it. You're just getting laughed at and mocked. And even better, you could go to any of these space agencies that you think in so high regard and they'll laugh at you too. They won't even let you in the gate. Go fill an application. Give it a shot. Write down all your social media victories over all these people you think are dumb. Tell them you've got all the infinite improbability fuel to power their hyperpulse generator and push them ever further into outer space and human consciousness. And they'll look at you like, dude, is this guy for real? Like, who ordered the clown show? Like, who did this? Who's playing the gag?
I just can't believe this guy Charlie said if he had proof, I wouldn't accept it or believe it.
Yeah, it's an easy golden parachute. Always blame you for his own failings. It's always your fault. But if you just say, hey, I believe now, I believe in your space mythos, then suddenly now it works. He's like, okay. Because he knows whatever he tells you, he can just say, oh, I believe it. Just slap a belief sticker on it. You're good.
Yeah, and if he can't get you to conform to his belief, then we're in the wrong. He can't concede, but we have to.
Here's what Amish posted a good one. About outer space and the message of the cosmos being fully inclusive model. This is where they break their worldview. They should be able to explain disagreement on their model. They can't. So they offer this cosmic, ever-expanding model of creation. They pick a even more minority group than flat earthers, the atheists, then say you're not welcome here, and you're also welcome because you're funny to laugh at. Got these people talking about how homophobic and bigoted NASA is and trying to tell them, why you guys like that? Why is there no LGBTQ astronauts? Why are there no atheist astronauts? Why are they all Christian conservatives? I mean, shouldn't this be open, like an open platform, all about science, logic, and reason? Why are they all right-wing Christian conservatives? Like, well, this is America, dumbass. What do you think?
This is why you don't watch biased nonsense in America.
Yeah, what did you expect from like a top-down federal agency without any civilian oversight or accountability? It was going to be inclusive? That's what you think America's about? Really? Really? That's what you thought?
Hello, Newt.
Don't do it. Why did Charlie? What happened with Charlie?
He cracked. He started blaming other people for his own fault.
Classic.
By the way, do you guys have anything to say about the astronauts that were stuck in space? They come back. One looks like she aged about 50 years, bro. Have anything to say about that?
Why? Why do I care?
It invalidates a lot of what you say.
I can say it must be hard being stuck in it must be hard being stuck in a studio for 10 months or 9 months.
And this causes atrophy and bone loss. Really?
No, it hard counters. They say you age slower.
No, you don't. That's not how space works. You're full.
Yeah, you age slower in space.
That's not how space works.
Yeah, that is. That's exactly how that works. They told
no, it
you
isn't.
like
There's less gravity, and that has issues with your bones.
How would you know how space works?
Because I actually believe in the science. You don't.
You believe, we know you believe in it, just like a religion. Yeah,
and I
we
was
know
taught
you
it when I got a master's degree, so I know it as well. See, haha.
Right? Yeah. How did you test it? How did you test it?
You have to publish papers to get a grad degree.
So publishing papers is testing
when
things?
you actually use the scientific method and you have to demonstrate actual proficiency to publish a paper, you actually learn to respect it. When you don't,
okay. What's the scientific hypothesis for space?
I'm not answering childish questions. You don't.
Yeah, you don't fucking know.
You don't believe in empiricism, so you don't get to ask me questions, fool. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be asking the questions soon.
Yeah. You go away.
We'll be asking the questions.
Look at this, how easy this is. According to Einstein's theory, you technically age slower at higher altitudes. This is what shows that their worldview is so badly broken, so contradictory. They're like, hey, this woman went to space for 9 months. You're like, oh, that must have been like an awesome spa treatment. No, she aged like 17 years. You're like, what?
Yeah, we've been dealing with triggered globers for, like, myself, almost 8 years, so that guy can shut the fuck up. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Just another glober religious zealot. Like, you're absolutely right. And it's really kind of depressing. Not that I'm depressed about it, but what Crit's saying is absolutely true. I mean, when you listen to it, it sounds unbelievable, right, Crit? But the way you lay it out, I mean, it's absolutely correct with the way they act. It's astonishing in human behavior that this is a thing that these globers have. It's incredible.
I wrote papers about the science, but I'm not here to answer questions.
Exactly.
He was setting himself up on a tee there. Oh, we use the scientific method to determine things. Oh, yeah? You want to go into that? No, I'm not answering questions.
Yeah, he's an expert because he won't answer questions. That's how you know he's an expert.
Exactly.
He's got